So this is Benjamin Netanyahu, and I just want to point out these people are retarded. If you saw another earlier, there's Chuck Schumer's on. He's like, this time we're gonna pay attention to the social medias. We should have paid more attention to the social medias, right? And then as far as the woke right being backed by NGOs and money, right? The reason he believes that is because he thinks he's up against some other superpower doing the same thing that he's doing. And since they control everything through NGOs and paid for influencers, they can't imagine another way of doing that, right? They can't imagine. But I can tell you for a fact, what he is calling the woke right or the Make America Great Again party, right? They're not getting fucking paid, motherfucker. None of us are making any fucking money, okay? This comes down to one thing. The absolute revulsion of your fucking culture. Once exposed to the covert sexual and physical gang abuse that you motherfuckers engage in, that you think is secret, that is now pretty much known by all of Gen Z, by the way. You're already fucking cooked in reality. When people see that, they don't need to get paid, dog. You're enemy number one. You and your entire fucking culture are a bunch of pedophilic, women-raping, abusive fucks. Not that he's gonna get this, but like that's his culture, right? But I'm just pointing out, guys. I'm pointing out. Stop being scared, okay? Mossad cannot get us, okay? Mossad can barely get Charlie Kirk. In reality, Mossad's ability to reach out is like these people are dumb, okay? They didn't invent the cell phone. All right, they're utilizing it in like a fairly nefarious way, and they've done that for a long time. So they're very good at utilizing the technology in kind of like towards the thing they're practiced at, mainly totalitarian slavery through the covert rape and abuse of women. That's what they're really good at. That's what they've been doing forever. It's literally fucking what the entire Middle East is fucking based on, right? But they accomplish these ends through blackmailing leaders, right? They come from a caste system. They're monkey brains. They can't imagine a country without a caste system. They think every country that doesn't have a caste system is really a caste system, and they're just lying, right? They perceive the entire American populace who does not dwell in politics as pretty much the same intellectual equivalency of their of the slave caste in India, i.e., fucking-tarded. Okay, so they perceive every American in America who is not part of politics to have the same basic intelligence level as your average handicapped classroom. Okay, and so they're fucked, dude. You guys got to stop being afraid. Okay, they'll assassinate leaders that are out in the open. That are scheduling fucking events, right? But the amount of pushback, we're like, there's nothing they can do, right? There's no amount of money that can bribe somebody who's doing what they're doing for ideological purposes. And the Make America Great movement, right? No matter how much the political and MSM mainstream class, like even the Make America Great movement was pretty much created by people who were going after traditional power structures because of their exposure to the covert gang pedophilia that was happening within our political circles, guys. So he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, okay? Stop treating these fucking people like they're masterminds. They're basically Indian date rapists that just drug politicians with LSD when the politicians don't know what LSD is. And then scare them a little bit, you know, and put them in a room, and then they're fucked. You know what I mean? Like, watch Ashram and Puna, if you don't know what I mean, by saying when I put them in, they're putting them in a fucking Rajneeshi rape room, okay? Watch Ashram and Puna, all right? Get on the fucking same page. Catch up to the geopolitical question. Catch up to the warfare, okay? Like, this is not just mimetic warfare. They are engaged in physical warfare as well, all right? It's just covert, all right? It's kind of smart, right? They're not declaring war on us. They're just doing it. All right, but yeah, understand this whole like if you're a retarded leftist, like or righty who's still a little confused, understand that most of the MAGA movement really has nothing to do with Trump. It is all anti-pedophilia. The entire Make America Great Again movement ultimately is founded in disparate, decentralized human actors working for no money with no support to stop pedophilia. That's what it actually is, right? So anytime anybody allies themselves against the Make America Great party, whatever you want to call it, you are automatically allying yourselves with pedophilia. And that includes Trump, right? If Trump comes, oh, fuck these guys. Okay, he's a pedophile. He goes on the list, right? And it's just like, as a people, we've been trying to handle this through our own political systems for like 7 fucking years now. Since 2013, because that's when Pizzagate happened, right? Now, some of us just ran away and then got re-involved when Corona happened. Like, there's a lot of this, but it's becoming swiftly clear to the fucking American people that it does not appear that separating our political class from the practice of covert gang rape of children is now possible through political means. So it's the politicians' job to prove to us that it is. And they're not doing a great fucking job so far. I'm going to tell you what, right? So, like, yeah, just understand, Bibi Netanyahu's a fucking moron. Do you guys know what Palantir is? You're all so fucking afraid of Palantir. Palantir, right? So right now, their surveillance systems the federal government uses is they will give Facebook posts or Facebook profiles to Indians in India as private security contractors and have them manually look at all your friends and punch everything in and try and find out where you're at by manually looking, okay? The only thing Palantir really, really fucking is, just so you guys understand this, is a bot that does those queries for them so they can keep getting paid, but now they're getting paid for doing nothing, which let me tell you, that's just like the India way of life. That's the Indian way of life. Okay? So you don't need to be afraid of Palantir. You don't need to be afraid of Mossad Spy. You don't need to be afraid of any of this shit. The only thing we have to be afraid of is that the people controlling our military are the pedophiles and the military doesn't realize it. Right? That's it. That's it. If the military is not in on the conversation, then we're fucked. But the real situation is I saw Trump's address to the generals, and it was a public address, so I know they're not saying everything that they're talking about because they don't want to scare the public, even though it's my opinion they should absolutely fucking scare the public at this point. I think they're trying to avoid like mass lynchings, but we'll see what happens. But go ahead, close that. But I would say the military's aware. I would say the military is aware this is happening. I would say the military's 100% aware of what's happening. I would bet money that this, like, a lot of people don't like, so 300 dudes with dudes fucking dropping out of Black Hawk helicopters, right? That's not easy to do monetarily. Like, think of all the training to create the dudes to come out of the helicopters. And then all the money to make the helicopter. Everything that exists to make that helicopter and those 6 fucking dudes, right? Any deployment of a unit of that level, right, is a significant resource investment of the United States military, right? It just is. Okay, even though it's only dudes jumping out of Black Hawks with machine guns, you'd be surprised how fucking hard that is to create in the human societies. Okay, it didn't exist for billions of years while humans existed. Get it? And the fact you got 300 people busting a like closed apartment complex, the same sort of enclosed apartment complex that Arania, who got killed on that bus, was technically being held in, you know, probably against her will. It's like, yeah, guys, like, obviously if Americans knew this was a pedophile problem all fucking along, we'd be a lot more on top of it than we have been. But we got foisted by the bullshit, right? We hear love is love, and we're thinking like, yeah, take care of everybody. We're not hearing like, love is love, and because love is love, I should be able to fuck kids. They don't ever say that second part, right? When they're advertising their positions on this thing, they will always leave out the fact they're fucking kids. Unless you challenge them on it directly, and then in which case they won't say they're not doing it, but they won't admit to doing it, right? Which is like, I mean, so yeah, like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, motherfuckers. Like, the last situation is, If the pedophiles are in control of the military doesn't wise up, we're in a lot of trouble. So, like, you gotta figure it out, you know. But yeah, you know, it's a fucking problem. It's a big fucking problem when, you know, you've had a cult of pedophiles covertly raping kids in your own country for like fucking 20 plus years. Exporting them, and grooming women to self-traffic themselves into, global logistical female holding pens where they're rented out without their knowledge. We shouldn't have let that happen for like 20 years straight, guys. Because now look at where we're at.